Bitcoin has been pumping very nicely back to the upside again, and this is going to be an emergency update video because gold is dumping to the downside and money is starting to rotate back into Bitcoin like we talked about this morning, and the rotation is literally starting right now with Ethereum bouncing back to the upside. So we'll be talking about this exactly, what are going to be the key levels to keep in mind for this daily Bitcoin candle close. So as always, let's get started with a shorter time frame. And in a shorter time frame, yes, Bitcoin is pumping very nicely to the upside after gold has been crashing to the downside, and quite literally the money rotation that we have been talking about is starting right now. If we have a look into some statistics and into some data, we can see that the spot gold has fallen by 6.6%, which is the largest decline since 2013. And spot silver has fallen down by minus 9%, which is the biggest decline since 2021. And this morning we have been talking about the fact that this most likely will be happening because lines were forming to buy more gold by retail. On top of that, on the RSI indicator, we have been hitting the highest overbought level in history for gold. And it is a known fact that whenever gold first surges to the upside, then consolidates or sees a bit of a rejection, well, all of that money starts to flow back into Bitcoin or into other assets. Usually, historically speaking, it has been into Bitcoin, and Bitcoin has picked up the lead. This has almost always been happening. And right now, yes, indeed, gold is getting its first initial rejection. Now, yes, we are sitting at our first cluster of support right over here. The next level of support is going to be sitting at this area from the 4,060 US dollar level all the way to the 3,950 US dollar level. So these are going to be some important levels for gold to keep in mind that, yeah, we can be finding some support from. I definitely do not think we are going to be crashing to the downside in one straight line. It is definitely going to be a period of consolidation, and I definitely do think we can make a very nice consolidation right over here. However, definitely during this consolidation, money can start to flow back into Bitcoin, which we can start to see happening right now as Bitcoin is starting to pick up the lead again. Literally right after gold has crashed to the downside, Bitcoin started to surge to the upside. So yeah, our thesis is exactly playing out. And my initial target of the shorter time frame is going to be sitting at the 116k level. That is just going to be in a case if Bitcoin can see a daily close above the current level of resistance, sitting at the 113k level. We need to see a daily candle close above the 113k level, which is going to be the bull and bear market support band, which we are currently trying to be breaking above. A daily close above this level is going to be extremely bullish, and I definitely do think we can pick up the leads and we can go even higher for Bitcoin in that shorter time frame, but we need to see a close above. If we are not going to be closing above, I still do think that we can see a further consolidation inside of our range, and possibly that 50 weekly moving average can still be getting hit. So this is going to be the moment of truth for Bitcoin. Can we break above this level? Yes or no? That's going to be the most important thing to have a look into. Now, definitely for our Ethereum trade is also starting to do very well. We are getting a slight correction in that shorter time frame, but definitely the trend is shifted. The trend is set. I have been talking about my live stream I did yesterday right over here that in a shorter time frame, we could maybe and probably see a little bit of a rejection in a shorter time frame, but still inevitably I'm going to be keeping my trade open because I do think that we are going to be tagging the upper side of the range again, which is going to be sitting at the 4.3k level, which is going to be my first initial target for Ethereum. Definitely for Bitcoin, it is going to be very important to break above the 113k level, but for Ethereum, it is going to be very important to break above the 4.1k level of resistance. If we can break back above that level for Ethereum, I definitely do think we can hit our first initial target of the 4.3k level, and we can even break even higher, especially if Ethereum against the Bitcoin pair starts to outperform. We are sitting at the level of support right now. We are trying to be breaking above this level of resistance. Let's see if we can be doing that, because that can definitely initiate our next breakout to the upside, our next leg to the upside. So definitely a very interesting time right now. Let's see how much momentum Ethereum and Bitcoin can keep up during this gold crash to the downside. Now, if you want to stay up to date about all of the updates in absolute real time, make sure to join my Platinum group with the first link down below, because over here I've been instantly making a new update video talking about the crypto prices. I have been talking about all of my trades in absolute real time, about my entries, about my exits, about everything in real time. So make sure to join the Platinum group with the first link down below. And if you are interested in trading, check out the second link down below, because over on Weeks, you can claim some insane deposit bonuses, which are definitely very valuable to check out. Anyways, with that being said, this was it for me in today's quick update video, and I will see you in another update video tomorrow morning.